Right.
Yeah, I really just came on this podcast to talk about some politically motivated things.
Finally comes out.
Finally, I've gotten a platform.
We just got banned from YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we switched the cameras on a little bit.
Cool.
But yeah, is there anything that you wanted to ask me, or you wanted to kind of discuss your journey, or like anything that you wanted to go over?
You know what's fun? We had started talking about something yesterday, but I think it's a really interesting thing to look at is like the mental health in this industry.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that
like
is
we were
huge.
just talking about with rejection, like that, scares a good bit of people off. Like you're gonna work a lot of late nights. You're gonna have to say no to fun occasions to work on a project that probably won't even get released.
Yeah,
Like
that's the reality.
it's there will be those days or days on end where nothing sounds good.
Yeah.
And you're just or like you mix the low end perfect for, all the time, and then suddenly there's that song and you can't get it right and you start getting mad at yourself because it's like you can at least I can. I don't know about how you manage it, but sometimes
I get it right every time.
Yeah, oh yeah,
No,
damn
I'm
it. Yeah. Imperfections? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
But it's also, I think, so rewarding.
Yeah.
Because, man, when you have that writer's block and then a week later you make that great beat.
Well, what do you do to get out of writer's block? Or do you believe you obviously believe in writer's block?
Yeah. Do you not?
No.
Really?
No, I don't. I believe in consistency. And
yeah.
if you're sitting down, I believe that you could be so bored just sitting there, your brain is going to come up with something.
I agree with that because it's like one foot in front of the other. Like, even if I'm not making a beat or nothing sounding good, I'm going to still sit there until something comes out.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I think the real discipline is, the real, like, I guess, yeah, the real thing is in the discipline. How do I say it? The real
Discipline is the difference almost.
yeah, the real difference
Yeah.
is in the discipline and the amount of the productive focus that you can have.
Yeah.
Because I think that a lot of people will just put in the time, but they're not actually putting in the focus.
Yeah.
So I think it's a matter of like, okay, because that's what I think writer's block is for a lot of people. It's like they aren't feeling focused. They can't find something to channel their creativity through. They're like they can't make a decision. But for me, I try to be like, okay, if I can't find anything right here, I'm just gonna keep digging until I find something that I actually like. Which you could literally, it's so easy, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it is so
It's
easy to find something
limitless
you
at
like.
this point.
Like you could just put another like a random loop, reverse it, chop it up, 3 notes.
If you got Omnisphere, go in the movie score section, make a beat with those. Like,
I have never done that.
oh, we'll do that after
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
We're
definitely.
make a beat exclusively with the movie sounds.
That'd be cool.
That dude. So I'm curious, like kind of on that, like getting outside the box, like keeping your thinking that way. Because like I was saying, if I'm cranking through 10 beats in a day, it feels like I'm pushing myself less than the days where I try like work really hard on 2.
You know
So
so yeah, you mentioned earlier that you made like 5 to 10 beats a day. That's crazy to me.
Really?
Yeah, that's so many beats.
dude, I put a timer on sometimes and see how quick I can do it.
Okay. That's cool too. Like,
Yeah.
but that's not. Sometimes it could be your best beat, but I feel like there's just a process of like quality control. Like you have to find the right sounds.
Yeah.
For me, I hate just going with the first idea that I have,
Yeah.
and I need to
Interesting.
expand and develop and develop and develop. And sometimes I'll even, like, after 40 minutes of working on one thing, I'll just be like, no, actually, just the drums. That's the only good thing that I did in this entire thing. But I did not know, I didn't have those drums in the beginning. So I had to go through a journey to get to
Yeah.
something that I actually can use. And then when I have that, then I'm like, okay, now let me change these chords, or like let me try it, throw a random vocal chop. And then I'll find some chords. I'm like, actually, the drums sound bad with these chords.
But the chords sound
The
good.
yeah, exactly. The chords sound good. So, like, it's just using like everything as like a step to that next decision, and then figuring out what's the strongest idea. And for me, like I can do that either really quickly and be like, okay, this is just feels like a good idea, because you could have so many ideas and you just know when an idea feels like it's like that's the one. And then there's also times where you have to be like, oh, this idea is actually, because you kind of want to sometimes hold on to your ideas.
Yeah.
You're like, I just made two really good things, but they don't work well together. So it's like, what do I do? It's like, all right, then sometimes I'll just, I just keep throwing stuff at the wall, and I'll just keep shifting my projects. Like I'll have one project, and I'll have like 3 or 4 different ideas
like within it.
Yeah, in that, and then I'll sometimes mix and match. I'll like be making like 3 or 4 songs to make one song.
Yeah, and you're looking for that piece, and you're like, oh wait, I already made it on a separate thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so funny. I was making a beat the other day, and I was I couldn't, like, it needed that one piece, like that thing to add, you know? It's like I got the basics I need. I think it was like I wanted a bell.
Okay.
And I go on Looperman, which I clearly am just a spokesperson for now.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And I hear a loop that I like, and then I was like, wait. And it was mine.
Oh, what?
And I had uploaded. And I was like, damn, man.
Wow. I mean, at least you didn't have to credit. You could credit yourself.
This is never gonna get cleared. I heard the guy's a dick.
How do you make your loops?
Man, I usually wait till I'm dead tired at about 3 a.m. I wait till I wait till I'm about half awake, and I've been working on stuff all day, and I have no brain cells left going, and then I just I either open Addictive Keys or Omnisphere, and I literally just start pressing buttons on the MIDI until I hear...
Oh, you click in...
Well, I'm just clicking to hear, like, okay, I really like how the D minor sounds with this synth from Omnisphere. Like, I'll find that, and I'll be like, okay, that's my root note.
Okay.
And then, like, I just build from there, and that way, keeping it formulaic, like, I can crank out, like, a good, like, 5-6 loops in, you know, an hour or so. The other day, one person came in here and said, like, hey, I need 6 hyperpop loops. And before he had even left, I was just like, here you go. Here's the zip.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'd really love the making loops part.
Okay.
I think that's just like a fun, you know, because I like working with other producers. I think, you know, since I'm still fairly early on in this, I benefit the most by someone doing something with a work that I started.
I see.
I think, and you know, for people listening, that like a starting point is having somebody experienced that will work with the work you provide them. So it's like some of the most beneficial learning experiences I've had have been when the owners here see me starting a project, and then I get to see how they would finish it. I get to see how they would like mix the beat, and I just sit there and watch it, and stuff like that just comes from me starting a loop. And that's like that's by far the most beneficial learning, I think.
I do what I want, you do what you can, you do what you want when you know you're the man.